Hey folks, quick video from Daddy Rabbit. I want to talk to y'all today about something that's I think is very serious, and I think people should think about this. I want to talk about stolen valor. And to me, stolen valor is quite disgusting. When people go out and pretend to be something that they're not, I think it's quite disgusting. And I'm waiting on. There's somebody in particular I wanted to speak about, but I'm waiting on a call from an attorney before I blast the person I'm going to speak about and call them by name. I'm going to make sure legally I can do that, and I don't get myself into trouble. But until I get that call, I want to go ahead and do this video, and I want people to understand. And this is my personal belief. This is how I feel. This is the way I was raised, and it's important to me that to do this video. Let me go ahead and flip around here. I know y'all enjoy the scenery more than looking at me, but now I'm gonna be sincere and honest for a second. To me, stolen valor. If you steal valor, you're a piece of shit. And I didn't serve in the military, but for the men and women that have, and then people go out and tell lies and pretend that they are something they are not, I find it to be quite disgusting. And I spoke with a former retired Marine before doing this, and he said, is trying to impress some chick to bet her, and he tells her that he's a Marine. He said that's bad. He said, but I understand it. He said, but when you honestly and truthfully steal valor from people that have served and that know people that have given their life, limbs, eyesight, parts of their body get blown off. He said, and then you tell people that you're in this case, a Marine, that you should be taken out behind the woodshed and have the shit stomped out of you. And I agree. And a friend of mine I speak about quite often, that lives up here, he's a combat vet, and and he's a bad man. He is. I'm not going to use his name because I would embarrass him. He's truly a bad man, in the sense that combat service and the things he's done. I've never heard him one time brag, put on swagger. I am this, I am that. I've had this deployment. I've done that deployment. I've done this or that. Not one time. And I've got other friends that serve in the Army, the Marines, Coast Guard, that have done things, and I've never heard them brag. And you gotta most of the time pry to get them to talk, and then to have somebody stand and be a braggart and talk about how many deployments they've had, where they special forces, and come to find out they're nothing. One, it's sad because somebody is not proud of who they are, and they want to portray they're something else. And I find that to be disgusting and pathetic. And it bothers me in the sense that, like me, I'll use me for an example. I've never served, not a day. There's no way in the world I would stand and do that, because you're taking away from the people that did and the sacrifices they made. And don't get me wrong, I think if you serve, that's great. If you serve in the military, that does not make you any better than the person that did not. You chose a life. You chose a lifestyle. And majority of the guys and girls that go in the military never dream that they're going to have to go to combat. They never dream about that. And then, and in the rare cases it happens, it sucks. Because, most people that join the military, they're going for the college, they're going for the paycheck. It never enters their mind that they may have to go to combat. But the ones that end up having to go to combat, they suck it up and they go. And I'm sure it sucks, because nobody wants to get shot at. Nobody. If you do, you have a serious defect, But to hear people stand and talk about the service and stand around getting congratulated for the things they've done and the sacrifices they've made, and they haven't done shit, that'll lock them up. Those people should be locked in jail, and if not, in prison. And it takes away, it tarnishes the things that the good people have done. So some piece of shit can brag about nothing. They didn't do anything, and they want to get slapped on the back, and they try to benefit from it. And I think somebody will take them out behind the barn and stomp a mud hole in their ass and walk it dry. And that's how I feel. And when I speak with my attorney, because I don't want to get sued for slander, and find out if I can name the person that I'm doing the video about, I will name them. I will drag them right through the mud. What's up, brother? How are you? But basic American preparedness is, you are a veteran, and thank you for your service. I truly appreciate it. But I'm talking about, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm talking about somebody locally that's, I believe, is stealing valor, and claiming that they were MARSOC and special forces and had ungodly amounts of deployments. And I've got a document sitting right here beside me that says there's none of that. And I find that to be disgusting. And okay, can I sell your branch? Because I'm gonna talk about, like, I rag you all the time. So basic American preparedness is former United States Air Force, which anybody knows anybody in the service. The Air Force is known for, they're called the Chair Force because, they eat good, they live in AC. They got it better than a lot of other branches. But he took time out of his life and he served. And for that, I am appreciative. Like I say, I don't think he's any better than I am, but he did something. He sacrificed I'm guessing 4 years of your life. And it doesn't matter if you sit behind a desk and pecked away at a computer, or you're in a motor pool or supply, or what they call a POG, property of the government. He wasn't a door kicker. And if you were a door kicker, hoorah, but he took time out of his life to serve our country. And for people that claim they did and they didn't, they need the shit stomped out of them. They need to go to jail. And I believe that with all my heart. I don't care one bit that I give him a hard time all the time, yeah. Yeah, man. And we got a guy up here claiming that he was a door kicker and a combat vet and special forces, and had so many deployments that it's unreal. And I was gonna do the video today, like I'm doing, and name this turd, but I'm waiting for my attorney to call me back to tell me if I can name him or not without slander. But and I can't even talk about what he was doing or whatever. Yeah, they are turds. They are that. They're shit. And I don't care if you served, you didn't serve, if you were a ditch digger, if you put roofs on houses, if you're a brain surgeon. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. It's what kind of person you are. And to steal valor, in my opinion, if you steal valor, you're no better than a pedophile. You're a scumbag, and you ought to be dealt with in a very harsh manner. Too many people have sacrificed, families sacrificed, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. You lose somebody, or God help, one of your family members, gets an arm blown off, a leg blown off, come back blind, crippled, crazy, from combat, and then some turd stands and it's disgusting, and you ought to be dealt with, and you should be dealt with in a very harsh manner. And I've been waiting all day for this attorney to call me back, a buddy of mine, and he's out of pocket, and yeah, and it just it's heartbreaking for the men and the women that have sacrificed, the families that sacrificed, and then some piece of shit, and it's all I can do to keep my mouth shut, because I promised people that I would call them out and drag them through the mud. But also I got to worry about being sued, and so I'm waiting to find out, if I can do this. But I hate it. Scum of the earth. They are scum of the earth, and I find it to be, it's disgusting. It truly angers me, truly. And you all, the people that know me, know I got a big mouth. It's killing me, because I want to drag this piece of trash through the dirt so bad. And as soon as my attorney calls and says, "Yeah, go ahead and do the video," I'll do it. And I've got the paperwork right here beside me, and I will. It's fairly clear and 56 degrees. It was pleasant all day today. But I wanted to get on here and let y'all know, the ones of you all that I said I would do the video, as soon as my attorney says I can, I will. Because there's a difference between standing in public and saying this and putting somebody on blast on the internet. And because I will send whatever video I do, I'll send it to YouTubers that have big channels and have them call them out, So I need to make sure that I can't be sued. But I just want to get on here and and say, if you steal valor, you're a special kind of scumbag, and you should be dealt with. But I thought I would have already talked to him by now. He's on a road trip, and he said that he would call me back sometime today. So hell, that could be at 11 o'clock tonight. And if he says I can name them, rest assured, uh, I'll drop the bomb on them. I will. But for the veterans that are local where I am, you gentlemen should be very, very upset. But no, changing subjects. Pap, are you going to do the? Are you going to do the podcast with Terrence? There you go. I had a good time with him. He's already. We're trying to work out a day where we can do a part two. Uh, I had a blast. That makes for me, I think it's like the fifth or sixth one I've done. See, I've done one for Jordy Prepper. I've been on. I've done several for him. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed it. And then I've done a couple of Marfugel things. I've been on Marfugel a couple times, and I have a good time. I don't put on for nobody. I get on there and just cut up and have a good time. And I told him he could ask me anything he wanted, but he needed to make sure before he asked me whatever, it wouldn't get us thrown off the air. Because I have no filter. Well, I don't even try to filter what I say. I mean, within reason, I don't. I'm not going to say anything just blatantly horrific, but I enjoy it. I could do it. If I could get paid, I'd do a podcast every day. I enjoy that. I'm waiting to get called on for the Sean Ryan podcast. And as soon as Sean Ryan contacts me, I'll go down and do one with him. He's in Nashville. He's about 2 hours from me. But yeah, I enjoy doing podcasts. Especially if you're doing one with somebody that lets the conversation just flow. You can learn a lot about a person fairly quickly on a podcast. I'm gonna pull in here at my favorite church and get over here to the side because church is going on, and I'm gonna park over here away from everybody. And here we go. I'll tell you, as much as I sit here, I should actually go to church here. But there we go. But for the people who watch this later, Parson Comms Group podcast is on Spotify. And sorry, I was reading a text from someone that was commenting on my person stealing valor. But post, isn't that right? Parson Comms Group podcast is on Spotify. He is also Partisan Comms Group has a YouTube channel, and he does stuff about two-way radios. Love his content. It can be dry, but you're wanting to know about comms. It doesn't. It's not like a regular video. It is kind of dry, getting all that information. But man, he's good at what he does. And then Basic American Preparedness. He's got his own channel. He's got a good channel. I give him a lot of shit. I do, but I do it out of fun, really. I like to pick on him. but pick on me, you know. Uh, I like laughing like anybody else. Um, I'm so wound up about the stolen valor, it's hard for me to even think. Um, and for that, I apologize because I really tried. I really try to be open minded and look at everybody's point of view, but there's some things that I just find to be upsetting, and uh, and I want to weigh in with my 2 cents, you know. But yeah, for mm, I just got to stop talking about it. um, but those 2 channels, go check them out. Um, but American Preparedness there. So he's changed his name so many times. It's hard for me to remember. I got to pull down the screen here. Basic American Preparedness. See, before it was Post American Preparedness. And listed in my telephone, it's PAP. I don't even have his name. Uh, did you in my phone? Basic. I have you listed as PAP, Post American Preparedness, PAP. And so when I tell Google to call you, I just say call PAP. And now it's Best American Preparedness. You got to quit changing your name because I can't remember who you are. But he's got good content. I mean, for a Yankee living in Florida, he's got good content, you know. Man, I bet that's horrible. You come from up north, move all the way down south to the place that's got gigantic spiders, snakes, and alligators. I bet you don't ever go out of the house. I bet you stay inside. I would, and I'm from the south. I wouldn't even go outside. The spiders down there are ungodly. Well, the alligators, I'd probably go outside for the alligators because I like alligators. But yeah. I watched a redneck just park his truck with his trailer attached to it. Yeah, spiders and bugs. Yeah, man. Nope. I don't do bugs and I don't do spiders. Sorry. Nope. Nope. I just don't do them. I mean, we got spiders here, but my Lord, nothing like what you got tarantulas and stuff. No, I ain't playing that. And then what? The banana spiders or whatever they're called, they're gigantic. Nope. We got snakes, but like, so people dump out all kinds of snakes down there. What, boa constrictors, and so y'all got some snakes down there that like we don't have. And we just recently started getting alligators up here. Last report, I think they're about 50 miles from my location. They are migrating. You know, I can't wait till we get them up here. I love alligators. I think they're neat. Oh, Lordy. I am so wound up. But I was just out riding around and thought I'd go ahead and do it. Walked into a banana spider web. Oh, hell to the no. I would have peed and pooped my pants all at the same time. That spider would have ran from me because I'd have been squirting. Yep. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You even act like you're going to throw a spider on me, you better make sure you are bulletproof because I will ventilate you in a heartbeat. And I'm not kidding. I'd murderize you in a heartbeat. You look like Swiss cheese. I don't like spiders. I don't even like granddaddy longlegs. I'm not scared of them, but I don't like them. I don't like anything with more than 4 legs. Oh, what's up, Guns? You know what? I really think you don't care for me. I have called you a dozen times and you don't answer. You suck. Now, granted, my phone number's not the same, but you still suck. Because I've even texted you and told you. So, you suck. Just thought I'd tell you. Oh, so the guy that does the podcast wants to know if you'll do a podcast, Guns. I wouldn't laugh about it. I mean, I've already told everybody
I won't tell everybody I ain't gonna tell you what I told everybody, but it wasn't pretty. So anyway, the guy that did the podcast, if you're not in my contacts list, it goes straight. It's an 865 area code. I'm not giving out my number on there. 865 area code. I don't have the same telephone number. Sorry. When I change companies, I usually change my number. Kind of cuts down on the trolls having my telephone number too, you know. Oh, bless your heart. Look, I can't help it. No, look, you told me the best time to get a hold of you is 3:30, 4:30 my time. I called you the other day within that time frame, and it still went to voicemail, so I don't want to hear it. But that's all I wanted to let you know is, and we've already talked that Dingleberry won't know if you do the podcast. Okay, Guns, will you do a podcast for the guy that's did what is it? Holy shit! This crazy. Oh my god, get that off my screen. So that new platform ABPV, holy crap! If you like half naked chicks, that's the platform. It's almost pornographic. Let's see who is. Partisan Comms Group, Terrence. And it's Parson Comms podcast on Spotify. I'm the first one that he's done. He's got one coming up or two coming up, and he said something. I told him, I said I didn't care to pass your number because I didn't like you answer the phone for me, and he said that he thought he would send you an email. I said I'll just ask him. So I'm asking you. What he'll do is he'll call you and y'all talk for a little bit, and then he'll set up a time and he'll call you back, and from your telephone, you do a podcast. I do a podcast with. That's what I said. Nobody want to hear it, but he said, well, he subscribes to your channel, and he watches you anyway. He for some reason he thinks you're smart. I said, surely you don't believe that. But he does. He thinks you're an intelligent person. So, yeah. He does. I'll give you that. I think he is very competent. Uh, he's helped me quite a bit. Hicks. Yeah, too bad. Yeah. Uh, yeah, there's several, I think, would I don't do it for that reason. I don't do YouTube for anybody. I do it for me. Uh, that for grandeur or money, yeah, no, this is the wrong platform. I get on here to build a vent and share ideas with people that like you guys, and because there's no doubt in my mind, YouTube has stifled my channel to a point where I will never, ever, ever break 100,000. They won't even let me break 2,000, and I've been on here long enough to have 100,000 followers, and I made the naughty list, and they fixed it. Uh, I made a comment on Twitter. I had a Twitter account for about 13 years, and the comment I made was legit. There were some people in Britain that were sitting in the roads, and people were having to drag them out of the road to drive. And it's a law here in Tennessee. If you stand in the roadway or sit in the roadway, we can run you over, and it's legal. Oh, it's a wonderful law. As soon as they passed that law, not one fool got back in the road. And so I commented, well, thank God I live in America, because where I live, it's legal to run you over. And they that quick deleted my channel. And I wasn't being facetious. It's the truth. And after and no appeals, no nothing, deleted me. Okay. And I thought, well, I'm not being mean. I'm being honest. If you get in the road here, we'll just run you over. Yeah, we started having people stand on the interstates, and people just raised hell. And they just went ahead and passed a law. Okay, if you stand in the roadway, you're paid for it. They stopped. It's amazing. They didn't have anything to say after that. I just thought it was, they all had something to say till they passed that law. And then they didn't have anything to say that was important. They weren't going to hold signs and stand on the interstate because people here would run you over. They don't care. So, but no, and I thought about yeah, oh yeah, I could care less. Either I'm on here to have a good time. Well, no, sometimes you can stay ahead of the herd. The herd gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I kind of just try to get off to the side, let the herd go on. I can't. I don't care. You know what? I don't care anymore. I really don't. I used to be gung ho and all that. I've said this, and I mean this, and I'll stick to this till I die. If anything pops off, I'll do my part. I will. I've led a good life. I'll do my part. I'll give what I got to give. Without getting too direct. But I'm done. I quit trying to influence people, and it's like trying to plead, beg dodo birds. They're stupid, If they want to be led to slaughter, get at it. I don't care. I don't. You give your best advice. Yeah, the herd stinks. I just want to live my life. And when the day comes, I'll do what's expected, But until then, and just let the dodo birds run. Let them do what they're going to do. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm not. I've finally reached a point in my life. I've been single, pushing 6 years. I'm ready to find me a female companion. I don't think I'll ever get remarried. I won't say I won't, but I don't think I will. There's no incentive to get married. And I've, hell, what in 5 or 6 years I've almost died 5 or 6 times, literally. I'm going to enjoy whatever time I got left on this planet. I'm going to enjoy it, and that's it. I'm done. So, you guys can be old. I'm not ready to be old yet. I'm still young and dumb, and I'm going to enjoy what I got left. And that's just how I see it. So I'm waiting to hear well, I got lucky. Most guys that are married as long as I was, they lose their house, they lose all their money, they lose. And I didn't lose, but in this day and age, you get a divorce. If you got kids, you're screwed. You're going to lose your kids. You're going to pay an ungodly amount of child support. Then you're going to pay an ungodly amount of alimony. And they're going to break you. And then you got to try to recover. I'm gonna tell you what, unless you walk away with bless your heart, you just don't know yet. You can preach that all you want, but you don't understand. Another 10 or 15 years, you'll kind of understand. And I'm not being mean. I'm not picking on you. You just don't know yet. Uh, well, then there's no excuse. No excuse for you. You won't. You'll have to sell them to build. It's just not designed for us, you know. Uh, I've watched 2 or 3 podcasts, and the guys always have all these hot chicks on. Oh, you should make 6 digits. Oh, you should be making this. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, until they get Americanized, they're just as bad. But um, no, girlfriends are more fun because as soon as they say I do, they don't, as a rule. And uh, hey, mine really, dude. Well, mine was here from here, but she's not an American. But I didn't take the hit most guys take either. And yeah, there should be some kind of counseling or something for when you get a divorce. Um, I made some bad decisions after I got. I mean, not. I made some bad decisions after I got a divorce, but nothing I couldn't recover from. My problem is my health, you know, and I've been very fortunate, uh, considering the health issues I've had, and I haven't died, you know, because I should be dead by all rights. I can tell you right now, I should be dead, and I've been very fortunate, very fortunate, but yeah, I mean, I get ready to say something, then I'm editing myself in my brain. Maybe I'm trying to be a good boy. I really am. I tell you though, if I can find me an OnlyFans girl, that's the one I'm going to settle down with. She's got a good OnlyFans page. That way I can have a Jeep and a truck and a new pistol and all the toys I want, you know. Uh, 10 years ago, that would have mattered to me. And now it doesn't matter. Things that were important now are not. And the things that didn't used to be important are. Hello? Oh, everybody's gone. Okay, I can end.